Hello and welcome to part 34 of Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. When we left off, Kiryu was certain that we'll reach a breakthrough if we continue the debate. So let's continue the debate. Huh? A breakthrough? She's right, there's got to be more buried here, because I, myself, know I'm not the culprit beyond a shadow of a doubt. Unless a non-stop debate, would you like to see a supplemental? This is going to tell me how to flick using the R button. That's my 0, okay. While concentrating, the flow of the debate slows, allowing you to more clearly hear assertions. Additionally, concentrating dampens crosshair drift, making it easier to target weak points. Concentrating depletes the concentration gauge, and you cannot concentrate when it is empty. Concentration gauge recovers with time. Remain composed and allow your mind to rest. I wish you the best of luck. Over and out. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So my fingers are on I and 0. Alright, so the weapon was a knife. But what's your point? Nagi took it from the kitchen, and the cafeteria was empty. No, that was wrong. I didn't need to slow it down. That was so wrong, it was unbelievable. Actually, it was believable, because I know it's wrong. I got an A again. This is amazing. This is amazingly easy for my first run through. Wait, it wasn't me who took the knife from the kitchen. I'll probably get like D's or something ridiculous on chapter 2. Next, you're going to say I'm not the culprit. Say all you want. You're just talking. And what if I said there was a witness? Isn't that right, Asahina? Huh? I mean, you told me so yourself. Last night I came here to have some tea. When I went in the kitchen, they were all there. When I finished drinking my tea in the cafeteria, I went into the kitchen to clean up, and it was gone. So the knife disappeared while you were in the cafeteria drinking tea? Ah, yeah. Asahina, the knife disappeared while you were in the cafeteria, right? Yeah, it did. And did I come into the cafeteria while you were there? I don't think you did. You don't think? No, he didn't. I'm positive. The knife was taken while Asahina was in the cafeteria, yet I didn't go there during that time. In other words, I couldn't have taken the knife. In that case, what about this? Makata Nagi and that brainless mermaid are accomplices, and she's falsifying her testimony. Brainless mermaid? Wait a sec, why am I an accomplice? On the subject, I like to ask the teddy bear, if there isn't an accomplice, are they too considered a villain? Well, here's your answer. Well, it is possible to bring along an accomplice for a murder, only the perpetrator himself can graduate, which means no matter how much they assist in the crime, the accomplice has nothing to gain. Then it doesn't seem likely there's an accomplice. But the culprit might not have known about that rule. Just get on with it. Come on, there's no accomplice this time. Oops, I've said too much. Anyway, I didn't go to the cafeteria and I didn't take the knife. Which means I'm not the culprit. Then, who really did go get the knife? Is it possible Asahina, who was in the cafeteria the entire time, could have done it? No, it wasn't me. Is there perchance another who could corroborate that? I. Last night I was in the cafeteria drinking tea with Sakura the entire time. Just for the record, Sakura is I. Gotcha. So either Hina or August snuck out with the knife. Nope, that's not possible because, out with it. Last night I slept in Asahina's room. I was scared after watching that creepy video, so I kind of forced that Sakura to stay the night. So anyway, we've both got alibis. Isn't that against the rules? It is prohibited to sleep outside a bedroom, but sleeping in someone else's room isn't prohibited. So I don't think there's any problem. Of course there's a problem. It's unwholesome, a man and a woman sleeping in the same room. But I am female. Forgive me! But if the two in the cafeteria didn't do it, there remains another option, does there not, Asahina? Yeah, actually, while we were in the cafeteria, one other person did come by. And this didn't come up earlier. Why? Because it's someone who's no longer here. Someone no longer here? She couldn't possibly mean. The one who came to the cafeteria was the victim, Saka Maizono. Maizono? In which case, the person who took the knife is... So it was Maizono who took the knife? That is indeed how it appears to be. Furthermore, thinking back on it now, her behaviour was a little unusual. She entered the cafeteria and went straight to the kitchen, not a glance in our direction. She said she came for a drink of water, but more than likely that was when... The one who took this knife was the victim herself, Maizono. I'm sure she thought she could use it to defend herself. So the culprit stole the knife Maizono took to defend herself and killed her with it. Which means just because someone didn't take the knife doesn't mean they're in the clear. Huh? Yes, see, now he really is the culprit after all. Alright, Fukawa, you're just evil. I told you, I didn't do it. If that was your goal all along, twist the discussion and lead us down the wrong path. You are the proprietor of a terrifying ability. Crap, at this rate I will be named the culprit. Why don't you get it, guys? If you decide I'm the culprit, everyone is dead. Wait, don't you think it's a little early to declare Naegi the culprit? The culprit took actions which are inconceivable for the owner of the room. Until we solve the aforementioned mystery, can we say for sure Naegi is the culprit? Inconceivable? The hell are you talking about? Something you'd expect to find in Naegi's room. The crime scene was conspicuously missing. You know where this is going, don't you, Naegi? An epiphany anagram is about to begin. Would you like to see a tutorial? Why not? The next phase of the class trial is called an epiphany diagram, or whatever the hell that said. Your objective is to reassemble some vital keyword related to the incident. Solve the keyword using both known letters and flying letters. Shoot down the flying letters in the correct order to reconstruct the word. Aim a crosshair with the analog pad and fire the letters using the X button. If you shoot down the wrong letter, your influence gauge will take damage. If you deplete the influence gauge or run out of time, the phase will end in failure. I wish you the best of luck. Over and out. Something you would expect to find at the crime scene but wasn't there. I can feel it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Epiphany anagram. That's easy. That's an A. A. There, see? I clicked on it and I was like, yep, that's not it. And it's like, what? 100 points. A. That's right, there wasn't even a single strand of hair in my room. So you're saying the culprit destroyed evidence? Now, if I were the culprit, would I really need to clean my own room so thoroughly of hair? I mean, there's nothing unusual about my own hair in my room, is there? Clean the room of hair to remove any trace of the fact that Maizono had revisited your room. Is that so hard to believe? Maizono's body was in my room, you idiot. It's a bit obvious that she visited my room. Do you not think? If he had wanted to remove any trace of her rather than her hair, he would have removed the corpse. Thank you, Kirigiri. We think alike. I should point out that Kirigiri is my favourite character from this one. And Nami from the second. Although I don't like the second one. Anyway. A reasonable claim. But then, why wasn't there any hair? Because the culprit cleaned it, of course, to hide the fact they had visited the room. Which means, yes, it's unthinkable that the culprit could be the owner of the room. Then Naegi isn't the culprit? But is it acceptable to make such an important decision based solely on hair? No, there is further foundation on which we can say Naegi is not the culprit. We are listening. Think back on the vicinity of a shower where the crime took place. Maizono was the first to take Naegi's room, and after she fled into the shower, the culprit chased after her into the shower, then he stabbed and killed her. At that time, was the culprit able to enter the shower unhindered? Whatever do you mean? In order to enter the shower, the culprit had to exert considerable effort. Doing so, the culprit would have left behind clear evidence. Do you remember, Naegi? The culprit had to exert considerable effort to enter the shower. The evidence of that is the thing the culprit broke, which is the shower doorknob. shower's doorknob is evidence of the effort the culprit took, right? What happened to the doorknob, dude? It was broken. The doorknob to my bedroom shower was broken. See, the upper screws were removed and the doorknob was undone. It's true, but why is the doorknob to break the shower's lock? The culprit removed the entire doorknob. This is another action inconceivable of the room's owner. Further basis snag, he couldn't be the culprit. That's the most I've ever said knob in like 3 minutes and not laughed. Or been making a joke. You saying he wouldn't burst down his own door? But if he had to break it down, he'd break it down. Hardly inconceivable. So you still don't understand. In that case, let's go back over the progression of the crime. I'm sure you'll understand then. What Kirigiri means that by actions inconceivable of a room's owner is hidden in the progression of the crime. Non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to see a supplemental tutorial? To see the supplemental tutorial and non-stop debate and everything after that, join me for the next episode, which is on the top right. If you missed the previous episode, then why are you watching this one? It's on the top left. Until next time, folks. See ya.